design of shaft. Now I will give you the formulas and its MKS units. SI unit I will tell you how to convert. The nominal torque T naught is equal to 71620 HP by N. Suppose 10 HP, so here it will be 10. Okay, into 10. By N is RPM, so T naught will be in kg per kg centimeter. T naught will be in kg centimeter. So this is the okay. Now the design torque will be equal to some constant into T naught nominal torque. So this CT will be, you can take it 1.5, no problem. Shear stress due to torque, this is the tau is equal to 16T by pi dq for solid shaft. How it is coming, thus derive it. Derivation of solid shaft, tau is equal to Tr by J. J is the polar moment of inertia. Then tau will be equal to T is equal to T into R. R is equal to D by 2. D is the diameter of the shaft by 2. So and it is J will be pi d4 by 32. So if you do it 16T by pi dq. So tau is equal to 16T by pi dq. This is for the solid shaft. Okay. Now for hollow shaft, the same formula is applied, but J will be different. Then for a hollow shaft, the J will be different, and this is the outside diameter, and this is the inside diameter. So D is the outside diameter. The I is equal to inside diameter. So you can take J is equal to like this: pi by 32 into d to the power 4th minus di to the power 4th. Now this is tau is equal to 16T by pi into d naught by d naught to the power 4th by di to the power 4th. This is outside diameter to the power 4th, inside diameter to the power 4th. So if you do it, it will be 16T by pi d naught q, okay, into 1 minus beta to the power 4th. What is beta? Is the ratio between the inner diameter divided by the outer diameter. It is called diameter ratio. Okay. So thus the working formula are, this is the for solid shaft and this is for the hollow shaft. Okay. Now this is this. Now if the above two formulae gives an rough estimation of shaft diameter on the basis of torque only. The value of tau varies from 100 kg per centimeter square to 500 kg per centimeter square. You can convert it to Newton per millimeter square. There is no problem. You can do it. If you multiply kg into g, that will be in Newton, and centimeter square you can convert it to millimeter square. That you know. If we want more rigidity and if the bending moment is high, we take smaller value for tau. If the shaft is acted by bending moment as well as bending moment M as well as torque T, then we have to take the equivalent torque. T is the equivalent torque. So tau is equal to 16 TE by pi dq for solid shaft, and this is for the hollow shaft, where T is the equivalent torque. Here the pure torque T and bending moment M. So it is root over of T square plus M square. Why it is coming to root over of T square plus M square? Because T square is equal to T square plus M square. T and M are at right angles. Equivalent torque is the T. Now where T is the equivalent torque. Now tau will vary from 200 kg per centimeter square to 400 kg per centimeter square for mild steel shaft. Okay, you got it. Now this design if the bearings are placed close together, and if the bearings are placed close together, and if the effect of bending moment is low, then with alloy steel tau in the above equation can be taken up to 500 to 550 kg per centimeter square. Now it should be noticed that for rotating shafts, the bending stresses will alternate. If the torque is steady, then the shaft will be subjected to more severe conditions due to bending. Now you see this is the tension side, suppose, and this is the B is compression side. After 180-degree rotation, A is here, is coming here. So A will be compression and B will be tension. So this is just changing the stresses, compressive stress and tensile stress. After 180-degree anti-clockwise rotation viewed from the left, from this side. So if the bending is high, rigidity is necessary, low strain material is used, then a low stresses value in the range should be selected. Now effect of QA. Now this is the QA of this shaft, but a QA is cut. This is the key. This is the QA. This is the shaft, and this is for example, this is a solid shaft, and this is the QA. Now QA cut into the shaft affects number one, the strength of the shaft due to stress concentration at and near the corners of the QA. The effect is more when the shaft is subjected to shock and fatigue loads. Number two, it reduces the section. QA reduces the section. So when a stress value is selected for a solid shaft, it should be further reduced by 25% if 25% if at the section there is a QA on a place of high stress concentration. Now you understand, if there is a QA, that will be you have to take the stresses 25. You have to reduce the stresses by 25%. Okay.